armor. This looks so stupid.
Yeah, the plexiglass armor is.
At least it doesn't show because I have the outfit on. I'll put that on for now. Water boost, water defense boost, synchronize. I like some Zinogre armor. What's Shakalaka? Is that something I haven't seen yet?
No, yeah, you're gonna see it in the caves. It's a small monster.
All right. I'm gonna move on the story and maybe I'll see it because I do want the Zinogre armor, but I need Shakalaka stuff. And there was also a quest relating to Shakalaka. How do I? Bum, bum, bum. Good thing there's no fall damage. That would have been dead in a Xenoblade game.
There's not even fall damage in mainline. You can jump off a cliff and you're fine.
I find that hilarious.
I mean, with the way Rise went with really emphasizing the parkour, it's it's good that you don't.
Volcanic gates. With Shakalaka? Let's find out. Oh, you are perfect. All right. This makes my life easier.
So that's what the Shakalakas are. They were kind of like small monsters. I've never actually fought a Shakalaka because they were only like monsters like this in the first two generations of Monster Hunter, where they would like go around and like attack you randomly. But in the third game, because of the underwater combat, they wanted to go into the whole thing of like, oh, cats don't like water, so we can't use palicos. So instead, they give you two Shakalakas named Cha-Cha and Kayamba, and they are your hunting buddies in that game. So a lot of people really like the Shakalakas because they have fond memories of them basically being like the palicos.
Alright, sword doesn't affect. Let's try blunt, I guess.
You can celebrate later.
The way they die is pretty fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be killing a bunch of these for now because I want that Zinogre armor.
I think you also need it for Zinogre weapons too.
Oh, probably. I didn't see Zinogre weapon listed, so I was more focused on the armor, but a Zinogre weapon would also be sick.
There's sword and shield, hunting horn, bow, and I think hammer and gun lance as well. I think
that might have been
everything.
why I didn't look at weapons. I was like, I looked at great swords and I was like, okay, I don't really think I need a weapon. I need a armor more. And I got the Plesiath armor short term. Alright, another Shakalaka. As many of these as we can find.
Yeah, I guess you do have the legit crystals.
No more living. Oh, nice, Nagashuga. You're gonna poison spike that one.
Keep it up. What a boy.
Ooh, treasure chest. What do we have?
Ooh, that was a Horn Maestro talisman. It lets your
What?
hunting songs last more turns.
Neat. Ooh, I should probably use some cool mist if we're getting to the volcano part. Oh, hey, it's Iodrum. Time to kill these little freaks.
I think the thing for me is like, so Iodrum was like the first generation Raptor trio along with Velocidrome and Gendrome. And then in Tri, they were like, we're gonna do a new Raptor trio, and so they did Great Jaggy, Great Baggy, and Great Roggy. And I like that trio a lot more than the original one. I think it's much better design. So I prefer Great Roggy to Iodrum.
Oh, nice, you go power. Wait, that helped me out.
Well, that's that.
What's that? Oh, it's a monster den. I don't care.
So those are the Rockdor. Little Ignitors.
I was gonna say, I couldn't really, like... I didn't really get a good view of their face because I back attacked them, but they did look new just from looking far away. You go for tech? Oh yeah, you go for tech. Look at that. Not sword, though.
Keep it up.
Ba-ba-bum.
You can celebrate later.
Status chaser.
It doubles the damage that you deal if the opponent is inflicted with an abnormal status, but it removes the status condition.
Nice. How many nitro shrooms? Yeah, I'll fight you. Why not?
Yeah, you gotta fight one at some point.
Got 2 Alteroth.
Yes, the ants. That's the annoying thing in post game is like when you're trying to speed through a den, sneaking around on an Argakuga, and then you step on an ant or a Conchu, and then you have to do the battle, and you're just like, ugh.
Don't miss your chance.
No body press for you. Ooh, nice 515. That was a double attack too. But probably you were powered before, so you're not gonna be powered now. Or what you'll be, to be honest. So I want to work on getting Legia Chris's kinship here. No, didn't we who was the one with the water lightning? Was that Legia Chris with that kinship?
Yeah, that was Laggies.
Okay, we did see it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I made the Rimwell Mystic Art comparison. I remember.
Yeah, no, you're up to date on team members kinships because you saw Mizukune. That was the only team member that you hadn't seen. Oh, I know it's like been like 2 weeks, but were you able to watch that clip that I sent you of the Stories 1 version?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, so like it's not it's still a good kinship, but it's like the same concept just executed differently.
Yeah, I see what you mean now.
Like I like both of them. I don't think I have like a super strong preference why.
Maybe a so. You're doing Stormy Breath, doesn't even matter. Yeah, I'm watching. Oh, you're going for the life pattern. Nice. Your kinship was awesome, so I'm doing it again.
And it just deals massive damage. I would actually save it until you break the head, though.
You're back to normal now. I don't want to do it now because now you're going to do yours, and I do not want to see that variation. I'll have to see it at some point.
I mean, you've seen a single one, so the double one is. I mean, you've seen the double one. The double ones aren't really that different. Like it's you fly in together, and then there's giant nuke, and it's over. Though in post game there is actually, if you do certain combinations of monsters, there are unique double kinships. So that's like a cool thing to do with a friend in the post game missions.
That's neat. Back up this way. And don't care. Volcano Gate depths. We're probably gonna get to a boss. Just probably the Nergantis. Nergantis or whatever.
Nergy.
No getting to the shrine unless we can make it past the Nergigante. I sure hope we can defeat it.
It's not like you to be so pessimistic, Naviru.
Can you blame me? That's the monster that took down Red.
Red?
My partner's grandpa. He was
my friend, and the Nergigante attacked him while he was investigating the pits. And unfortunately, he didn't make it.
Oh, I see.
That day is burned into my memory. If I'd been stronger, I know Red would still be here today.
Yeah, I know what that's like.
I don't want anyone else to experience the same suffering we did when we lost Red. Especially not at the hands of this monster. I won't let it happen again.
Anna's right. We can't turn tail now. We just gotta prove that we're stronger than the Nergigante.
You think so too? Let's say you are strong enough to take it down. What's that going to accomplish?
We'll open up the road to the shrine for one thing. And we'll avenge Red while we're at it.
Do you think that's what he would have wanted?
Well, I'm not Red, so how am I supposed to know?
Well, what about you? Seems like you knew him pretty well. Something tells me that Red would have wanted to find out the reason for the Nergigante's behavior.
Perhaps, but...
Whoa! Yikes! Is that the Nergigante? Hide, partner!
It's an Astalos, and it's Rage Raid. We better stay out of sight. It's too dangerous. Maybe we should head back to the village and... Hey, wait!
What you doing, buddy? Yeah, that's the spirit! Right on!
Reckless fools!
Yo, this thing looks pretty sick.
Why is it that everybody loves Astalos this much? Okay, to be fair, he is growing on me, but still. There's so many people that are like, Astalos is like one of the best designs ever. I don't see it.
This thing looks awesome, though. Like, this is actually where I'm like, you know, like, where Iodrome, I'm like, alright, it doesn't look, like, great, so I'm not, like, really against your opinion, but now I'm like, yeah, this thing looks really cool. I like the color scheme, and also it just looks awesome.
So Astalos is, it's one of the Fated Four, which is the flagships of Generations, alongside Mizutsune and Gameth. Yeah, so it's Electric Flying Wyvern. The thing with Astalos for me is that he looks very similar to another monster called Seregios that you will see later. And I think that Seregios like to me, Astalos is just a worse design of Seregios. I think Seregios is so much cooler than Astalos.
I am now noticing I don't have what's his face with me. I hope this doesn't make this oh, never mind, he's coming. I was gonna say they better let Cheval fight. All right, never mind. That problem is all fixed.
Yeah, it's electric flying wyvern, likes to eat insects, but it's powerful enough to fight a Rathalos. So him and Seregios together are known as the Rathalos Harassment Squad.
Sharpened eye blades.
No, Raptor, he's not amazing. He's just okay. There's so many other better lightning monsters. There's so many other better flying wyverns. He's just okay. Not fantastic. He's not amazing. He's fine. I don't hate him, but I think everybody overhypes him.
Oh, it's like a classic. You think he's overrated?
Yeah, I don't think I think there's other monsters that are more overrated. I think Gore Magala is pretty overrated, but Gore Magala is not in this game. No.
My stance is he looks awesome. I'm not saying, I mean, it's too soon to say, I just saw him. It's too soon to say if he'd make a top 5 or top 10 list, but I'm just saying, oh, now it looks really cool when he has his green lightning.
Yeah, no, I think you'll really like Bolt Reaver.
Ooh. Those weren't there before. Get to see what you're gonna go for here. Yeah, you go for power. Okay. And the wings are also weak to slash. Ba ba bum bum. Yeah. Save up die kinship. Man, I love Streamlabs. You have 0 viewers when there were at least 2 different chatters. That happens, but it's really funny when it does. I don't even need life powder, just regular potion should be fine.
Let's go, Rathy! Fire!
I guess the thing with Astalos is it's a fine design. Don't get me wrong, it's fine. It's just it looks too similar to Seregios, and Seregios looks cooler. And then the other thing is that out of the Fated 4, he's my least favorite.
I'll be the judge of that when I see the other ones, because obviously I've only seen this one.
Yeah, well, you've seen Mizutsune, and Mizutsune, personally, is one of my favorite monsters in the entire game, in the entire franchise. You haven't really seen Gameth fully, because I told you not to fight her yet, because it's not, you'll get your butt whooped. And then, yeah, you haven't seen Glavenus either. But, out of those 4, Astalos.
I probably like Mizutsune more than this thing too.
It's just the thing is that the other ones, they're very unique. Whereas Astalos, because he's a flying wyvern and there's so many flying wyverns, he's kind of generic in my opinion. He doesn't stand out as much as the other 3 do, because the other 3 are there's nothing else really like them in the entire series.
These crits. Hate that I got knocked down before this, but it'd be that way. Let's focus on that tail now. Plus we got the wings and all. Please burn it. Air Showdown. You press like L1 and R1 alternatively, I think. Yeah, L and R. Been playing too much PS5.
I know, even though I have access to both my PS4 and PS3, I haven't touched either.
Every time I'm on the Switch, I call L and R L1 R1.
I mean, it's not wrong. You still have like.
It essentially is the same thing. They're bumpers.
I mean, I guess like they're called ZR and ZL, like the trigger one.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Back to power now. Oh nice, get that kinship.
Let's go, Rathy! Fire! Take that!
Actually, no, I'm gonna save up for your kinship when it comes. Double speed.
Celebrate later.
Now the wings are back. Hey Cheval, go for a life powder here. Never mind, I'm already dead.
Watch your defense.
We're going for a mega potion. Oh, you're poisoned.
Let's go, Rathy! Fire!
Still aggro. You're drooling, you're finally getting low. Should have this, although I only have one heart, so that's a little scary. I think we just aggro to Cheval and Rathi. That'd be great, because they have 3 hearts. Witching bubbles. He's killed. We still got a little more health left. Alright, I know you go for technical, so we're gonna go for power here.
And you equip Noxious Spit on your Mizu so you could get the double attack.
Yeah, I always forget to use the monsters, like command them to use stuff. Because I did it for the Uragan thing. Here, do it right now. Alright, that went well.
That's that.
Pretty good if I do say so myself. Thunder Aura sounds awesome. Bubbly Dance.
Yeah, Thunder Aura, it just it makes all your normal attacks paralyzed for a couple turns. And then Bubbly Dance is like a guaranteed evade on your Monstie. So that's like if you have a bunch of kinship and you know they're going for a giant AoE.
No way!
Good
The
damage.
Wings of Ruin again? Don't just stand there! Get over here!
Ratha!
A Monstie always stays true to the bond they've formed. But that also means they end up suffering the most when their rider makes poor decisions. Did you really not realize this would happen?
Hey, there's no need for that, Cheval! We're just trying to stop a Rage Raid monster! What's wrong with that?
I get it that you want to protect Ratha. But all you're doing is making him suffer.
What are you talking about?
Ratha here is the one paying the price for your selfish obsession with the Nergigante.
This has nothing to do with the Nergigante!
Do you really believe that? Ratha is pushing himself to his limit, all for you.
My buddy and I just want to protect Ratha, but who could have known that it would have ended up hurting him?
I'm sorry I was so harsh. It's just that, well, you remind me of how I used to be when I was younger.
How you used to be?
Yeah, I'll explain later. We should get Ratha back to the village.